Hi, welcome to our in-field project. For the purposes of this interview, I need to give some background information. Firstly, the couple who we interviewed, named James and Alexa, chose not to show their face and not to disclose any sort of information that could give them an ID. Some background information on James and Alexa are that James and Alexa are a young married couple, both age 35 years old, who live in Montreal. I will be acting on behalf of James, who is an associate at a life insurance company.
And I'll be acting on behalf of Alexa, who is an accountant.
Right. So the interview will start now.
Hi, James and Alexa. My first and foremost question to you is, what do you feel is your most important financial goal?
In terms of financial stability, I would say that providing enough money and cash for our only child right now is of great importance. However, I do think that having a solid retirement plan is crucial to being able to secure the safety of our future.
Perfect. You spoke about saving for your only child. How do you feel about saving for your children's future education?
We currently invest $1,200 a year into an education insurance fund, and so hopefully this will be able to generate enough cash flows so that our child could live very comfortably.
Awesome. And how do you feel about your current career?
I personally feel that we both have established ourselves very well at the office, and that there's no real fear of losing our jobs. But with that being said, we are hoping to get a promotion soon, which of course means that it doesn't look like our income is going to decrease in the future. But we are still looking for a portfolio that can help us with our retirement plans.
Perfect. Speaking about retirement plans, how do you feel about saving for retirement?
I think we were both concerned with our retirement plans, as we currently aren't positioned in any portfolios that can generate sufficient returns to help us begin to build a safe retirement fund. We plan on traveling in the future, and we plan on living very comfortably, so we don't want to have to worry about selling current assets in place to make up for missing capital, but rather to have a portfolio that is able to generate sufficient return so that we don't have to worry about these problems.
Perfect. Speaking a little bit more about retirement, at what age do you approximately plan to retire?
I'd say that we both plan on retiring around the age of 65 years old.
Awesome. And say if you were to be disabled tomorrow, how long would you be able to survive on your current reserves?
Considering that roughly 30% of our after-tax income is spent on current living expenses, I would speculate that with our assets in place, we can live for 2 to 3 years on our reserves if we both were disabled tomorrow, but it's a very tough question to answer.
Speaking a little bit more about your income, what percentage of income, in your perspective, do you think should be saved?
In my opinion, roughly 35% of our after-tax and after-expenses income should be saved, and this equity should be invested at a required rate of return of at least 7% in order to satisfy our family's future expenses or retirement plans.
You spoke about investing. When you do invest in a portfolio, do you think you'd want to take substantial risk, not any risk at all, or would you say you're somewhere in between?
Okay, this is a good question. I think that we both completely understand the risk factor of investing. However, we aren't prepared to be too aggressive. Furthermore, with regards to how much risk we're willing to take, I would say that we're willing to accept a portfolio that has moderate risk at best, with a 5-year horizon plan.
Perfect. Also, going back to something you spoke about earlier, saving for your children's education, do you see your family size growing in the near future?
I think it's definitely something to consider, although we aren't sure yet. So we would like to have enough money, though that it wouldn't be a problem if we did choose to expand our family.
Perfect. Thank you so much, James and Alexa.
No
Thank
problem.
you.